Okay, hello everybody. Hope you're doing fine and you've had a nice YOTA camp so far. I hope you are sitting nicely and you hear me. Everyone will hear you. You will hear me? You do hear me? Yeah. Great. I know this is a little small, but I hope that most of you I will at least see what is written on there. But I will try to speak everything that's on there. Not maybe in the same words, but I will try to have it somehow covered. So if you don't see it, just try to listen to me more. So who am I? Some of you may know me. I was in Bulgaria 2019 at YOTA camp, and that was pretty much my first touch to YOTA camps. How many of you was in Bulgaria? I'm just curious to see. Yes, that's the thought, that we have a lot of faces that weren't there, and it's always nice to have some new faces here. So hopefully we will talk more with all the new and old faces during this week here in Karlovac. And yeah, so I'm Ottawa, Oscar Hotel 3, Oscar Tango from Finland, and I'm the current train-the-trainer coordinator for youngsters on the air. And I'm working within the Air Region 1 youth working group. So a little bit about my background. How did I end up here? At somewhere around 2018, 2017 maybe, I started in Finnish youth team. So doing tasks in Finland, organizing activities in Finland. And 2019, the YOTA Bulgaria, where I got into the youth working group. And then probably from start of 2020 or 21, I'll have it covered later, but it has been quite some years after that, so I don't really remember. Yeah, but that's about me, and let's get to the topics. At this point, I want to say that if any one of you has anything to ask at any point, please do, and I will try to answer the best I can. Okay? Good. Well, today's agenda, what we will be talking about is that we will have, first of all, we will talk about what is train-the-trainer, and also where the idea to train-the-trainer comes. How many of you has actually heard about train-the-trainer before? Raise your hands, please. Okay. Thank you. So now all of you, after this, hopefully will, at least on a brief stage, know what's train-the-trainer and what it means, how can you contribute to that, and that kind of topics. So we will go through how train-the-trainer works, how do societies contribute to it, and how can you, every one of you, contribute to it. Also, we will be talking about how train-the-trainer has been seen on the last YOTA camps, and as well how it will be now in 9 Alpha. Yep. So, what is train-the-trainer? Here are some big bullet points or things that will relate to train-the-trainer somehow. So first, learning new. In case you want to learn something new, you pretty much have to be interested in learning new. First of all, you have to read it maybe somewhere, maybe hear it from somewhere, meaning someone has to share the ideas to you somehow. So yeah, you have to learn some new things, and that's what train-the-trainer is about, learning new things. And when you have new things, you don't want to keep them just to yourself. You want to share the ideas with other people. And that's the really basic thing with train-the-trainer. You want to share the ideas that you have, so everyone can do the activities you're doing. So people will have like ready, how would I say it? Like they have things to do when they're thinking, oh, I would like to organize something in my own country for youngsters. Maybe I will like to have some camp. Maybe I would like to have some online presentations or like some meeting for the youth or something like that. We will. Our goal is that you will share the ideas, so that when they're having the thought that, hey, maybe I could have something in my own country, you don't have to come up with yourself entirely, but you can take other people's ideas as well. So you take use of the idea. And when you are organizing something and taking use of the ideas, you of course always learn something. So yeah, it goes back all over again. And that's really it. So learning something, sharing the ideas, using the ideas that someone has shared, and learning new. So what is Train the Trainer? Yes, it's sharing ideas and experiences mostly. So it's established in 2018 to train the trainers. I will send a document to all the team leaders before this event. What like covers what is Train the Trainer. It had some questions, and a lot of you have already answered it. Thanks for that. I have tried to take those ideas that you gave me into account, so I will try to use them during this week. So, also, it's at first place it's about sharing ideas between all of you, but also a tool for the youth working group to like know what kind of youth activities is happening. Is there anything happening in your country, and can we maybe help you somehow with the activities and other stuff like that? So here a little timeline or history. So 2017, this isn't just only something that someone at night 2 a.m. has came up with, but like the member societies and people from the member societies have been requesting this from IRU conference in 2017. That's what I heard. I haven't been there with the other things then, so I'm not completely sure. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but yeah. So 2018 was really the first year for the Train the Trainer. So at YOTA summer camp in South Africa, and after that, Monty, Oscar Echo 3, Victor United taking charge of the program and making it to what it's gonna look like today. So 2019 we had the first like proper Train the Trainer sessions at the YOTA summer camp, and also what we have now will be somehow same things and also new things from what was in Bulgaria. I took the program in 2020, and now last 2 years have been pretty much having from me boring emails. Maybe some of the youth coordinators have answered them, maybe some of they don't, but yeah. But we'll see about that, and hope some activity from new societies as well. So now we're here, 2022 in Croatia, finally in Croatia, and I'm happy to be here to show you all what Train the Trainer is about. So the Train the Trainer reports. Report is like the main form of how Train the Trainer works. If you're youth coordinator, is there actually, how many youth coordinators are there? Not many, yeah. So only a few, yeah, okay. So you're probably already, in some ways, familiar with this topic, and also people who have been in the past YOTA camps. So what the reports is like, these are like questionnaire forms that are sent each quarter yearly, so every 3 months, that include different kind of questions. Before that, Train the Trainer was like about free form documents that you would send, or like, yeah, or actually it's about any documents even today that you like to share with other people. And you can pretty much these questions that are asked in the questionnaire sent to youth coordinators, you can have 2 types of questions, which are hot questions and reoccurring questions. So about the hot questions, those are like current topics what are happening. For example, now you're at the YOTA camp. Of course, when I'm sending out the next topic, I will ask some people if they're were in the YOTA camp, if they want to tell about it. But mostly about the YOTA camps, it's you all who are responsible of telling us how did you like this, what do you like better next year's, so on. So all the YOTA activities, maybe big contests, expeditions, ham radio fairs, for example, but also about some specific topics, such as COVID-19 was a big topic, because we thought that not too many societies having youth activities during COVID. So we wanted to have people who are doing things sharing their ideas, so everyone could have some activity during the COVID-19. About reoccurring questions, these are pretty much like the main things, or like the things that have been here all the time. So past youth activities, what have you done? What have you shared to others? What has been good? What have you had problems with? How did you maybe solve the problems? But also upcoming youth activities, what will you have in the future, like that. And also the problems with youth work. If you have something you want to do, but you don't know how, you need help, maybe you have some other problems, you can always put them on the forum, or ask your youth coordinator to put them, or directly just email, and we will figure it out as best as we can. Yeah, and pretty much those are also that we need to keep the youth working group aware of what's happening, and that's why we're, for example, getting the numbers, how much new members you're getting each 3 months period. Yeah. Then we will get to what else is train the trainer. Well, everything that you teach someone. Remember that every one of you, even though if you're not in like your country's youth department or youth team, you can have an impact on what the youth activities on your countries will look like. You can either, maybe you're one of those who are organizing the activities, or you can aim to be one of those, or you can tell the other people about the ideas that you have that could be used, or like that. But also, TTT is about the ideas that you share during camp. You have here nearly 100 young people from 24 different DXCC countries. Here are a lot of different people from different cultural backgrounds, so I suggest you to talk with people as much as you can and try to have the ideas that everyone is having and take use of those. And also any kind of activities that you learn from the camp, learn from the others while you're discussing, or just come up with something when you are, for example, yeah, pretty much doing everything. So pretty much everything that focuses on somehow sharing ideas, teaching others, helping fellow people to have their own activities, or yeah, this way. What has Train the Trainer been on past summer camps? Well, first of all, I want to know how many of you have was in YOTA, South Africa? Yes, I see like 10 hands. Do you remember something Train the Trainer related from the camp? Please raise your hand if you remember. Something specific or generally? Just generally, yeah. Okay. Because I wasn't at the camp, and I haven't really asked anything about people who were, what this was like. But I think that was really the kick up and starting to like form it where it is now and share the ideas. Does any one of you want to say something about the South Africa camp?
About general or about the
maybe like if you have something that you remember about the Train the Trainer things that were on the camp.
Well, it was basically an alignment between different teams, especially sharing what has been done in different countries to get an idea on which country is doing what, and also like which problems some countries have been faced, and probably also like some solutions. So it was like a workshop and interacting with each other and sharing the ideas all together at the camp together.
So some kind of like brainstorming also, and
yes,
yeah.
It was brainstorming, group work, a few presentations, but also from like some sort of coaching from people telling you and how you can start something, or how you can do group work. Yeah.
So we seems like we're I don't know if everyone here heard Claudia, probably not, but those you heard, it's pretty near actually to what we had in YOTA, Bulgaria, where we had daily Train the Trainer sessions, as we have in this camp also. And then those included in Bulgaria, for example, presentations, and everyone had chance to present their own activities, what they have had, and yeah. So now we would have two short showcases, two different kind of activities that active teams during in their own country have made. So I would like to invite here the Lithuanian team to give you a short overview of the unmanned high altitude balloon thing that they made. Please give applause to the Lithuanian team.
Hello everyone. So I'm a representative of the Lithuanian team. Address Lima Yankee 3 Alpha Whiskey. Hello. All right. And so yeah, I have a few things written down here. So let's get started. Okay. So balloon launching was started by Lithuanian dude Simonas Kareiva, Lima Yankee 2 Echo November. Some people might know him. Lithuanian? No one? Okay, so it was a youth project all around Lithuania. That's, well, how I was introduced to it. And so basically you have an Arduino Mini that you program to send out your call sign and, well, to also connect to your GPS. You solder on the antennas, attach solar panels for electricity in the air, and in the end you attach your balloon and let it fly. Well, if you want a harder challenge, you can also add cameras and weather analyzers and stuff like that. And while the balloon is flying, you can track it using APRS, aka because it sends out your call sign, you can go on your browser and track its location online. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The difficulty of this challenge, I guess you could call it, comes from weight management and like programming, debugging your code. The weather conditions have to be basically perfect. So yeah, overall it is not expensive to make, and it's a great solo or team project to try. So yeah, I recommend it. If I don't have a lot written down here, so if you could ask some questions, that would be great. Yep.
What was the altitude that it was flying at?
Oh man, not really sure actually. I'm not really sure actually. Could it be like, I think maybe 30 kilometers, I guess? Basically the same altitude that the meteorological balloons fly at. I think it's the same altitude, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Yep, go ahead.
How did you make sure that there is no problem with airplane going through, or how is the regulation about balloons flying?
So basically, before launching the balloon, you check the map of the planes, well, flying above you, and the balloon itself flies above the altitude. I'm pretty sure above the altitude that the planes are flying on, or below. I don't remember exactly. It's been quite some time. Okay, go ahead.
What is the regulation in Lithuania regarding, like, you know, sending out your call sign, but you're not there?
Oh, for the call sign, there are, I guess there are none. I don't remember asking the RRT, like the Lithuanian, the Lithuanian radio government. I don't know how to call it exactly, for the call sign thing. I remember calling the airport management for the planes as well. Yeah, I forgot to add. We had to call the airport ATC tower or something like that, so something similar, so that they would grant us like a 5-minute window for us to launch the balloon. So yeah, but nothing for the call sign, if I recall correctly. Anyone else? Over there in the corner? No? Nah, you're just talking to your friend. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
What is the most expensive aspect of it?
The most expensive aspect? Probably the helium that you put in the balloon, because, I mean, it's pretty expensive nowadays. So, yeah. What means expensive? Costly. A lot of money. A lot of dollar, euros. A lot of euros. You understand? Oh, in numbers? No idea. We did not purchase it because it was a project, and it was all paid for by the school, so we did not. But I mean, it shouldn't be like that expensive. I mean, helium is no idea actually. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Google.com. I mean, it exists. You all have the Wi-Fi here. It's free, so. Oh, hello. Yeah. Come on.
I know plane don't fly in the same altitude. So how could you explain that it will be sure that the plane don't hurt the balloon?
Well, because it's shouting out your call sign, I'm pretty sure ATC towers also see it flying above you, so they're not gonna like tell the plane to take off if there's a plane going, or if there's the balloon flying over there. So yeah.
It only crosses through because planes typically fly above.
And well, if it's flying above an airport, of course. If it's not flying above an airport, then it's I don't remember exactly. I'm telling you, it's either going above the airplanes, like the airplane's normal altitude is like here, and it's going above or below. I don't remember.
There are more than one altitude for the plane.
Yeah.
Not 13 kilometer or I don't know what.
Well, I'm not really sure, but it never hits a plane, so. I mean, a pilot still has eyes, so it probably can. Usually, probably. I mean, it's a good thing to have if you're a pilot, of course. Yeah, you can just turn a little bit.
Actually, the planes go around 11 kilometers,
Okay.
and we did this balloon thing in South Africa, and I remember it was pretty quick going up. So actually, if you speak with the airport control, they would just confirm that there is no plane within 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the balloon would be already above the airplanes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we called and we got like a 5-minute window for us to launch the balloon, and yeah, it goes up quick. So yeah, any more questions? Oh yeah, you in the middle, in the blue.
How often did you fly it? Was it just like a one-time project or multiple times?
Well, it kind of was a one-time project, but the first one failed, and then we had a second one. It also failed, and the third one was like a different school, but we were launching 2 of them at the same time, but that one also failed, so yeah. Yeah, go. Yeah, of course. I mean, our school's project failed. The other schools did great, so yeah, we suck. Yeah, go on.
What is the next project?
When's the next project?
Next launch.
We don't have one planned, but I'm pretty sure we have like a ton of balloons and chips bought already, so it's probably gonna happen in like autumn maybe, while it's still warm. So yeah.
When they get more helium.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah, go on. Yep.
What went wrong when you failed?
Basically, the first time our solar panels broke. So yeah, no electricity, no call sign. I mean, it probably flew somewhere, but we just don't know where. So the second time, we didn't get the GPS for some reason. We just never connected to the satellites. So also, no call sign as well. It just didn't transmit anything for some reason. No idea. I'm not really sure about the second time why it didn't work. And the third time, we just kind of, because we had two of the balloons and we wanted to launch them quickly, we kind of rushed too much and we launched it during rain. The balloon itself, like the helium balloon itself, got wet. So the calculations were incorrect and there wasn't enough helium and it just hit a tree, and somewhere it just fell. That's why it's a challenge to calculate stuff, because if it goes into like a rain cloud, the helium balloon gets wet, and well, it gets Tomai sunkesnis. Heavier. There we go. It gets heavier. And well, the helium sometimes might not even carry it if it's that heavy. So yeah, it also falls. So yeah, any more questions? It's much better this way because I was not prepared for this at all.
Can I have a question?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I checked. You have a good Twitter page with lots of pictures and I think also videos from there. It's in English even. I don't speak Lithuanian, so it was nice for me.
We do have a Twitter page. No idea what it is because I was not operating it. Tomai, nežinai, koks buvo Twitteris? Okay, so we do not know the Twitter at this time, currently, but please come again later, yeah.
Yeah, so the APRS balloon that is on the Twitter is not yours?
It's probably ours, but as I'm saying, I did not operate it personally, like the Twitter page, so I have no idea who operated it and what the Twitter link is, so yeah.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't have any questions anymore, I will thank Andres. Thank you having here. Yep. It was nice to hear about the high balloon, and I hope that the picture, you can see a balloon there, right? Does it look like yours balloon?
Yeah, I mean, it never flew out this far, so sadly, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a Lithuanian balloon, that's enough for me. But yeah, if you can see the balloon, there's some balloon, and I think that's still trackable, so yeah. Thank you for having you here. And yes, so this was the first visitor or who was telling about the activities. Once more, thank you really much. And next we will have here. Oh yes, I had the Twitter page here, but I don't know who is this. So if you want to see some nice pictures from balloons, go check that out. But this can be the one. I don't know. This is what I got from Simonas, who is like the mentor of the Lithuanian guys.
Yes. That's the Twitter tag as well, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so that's in English. If you're interested to hear.
Twitter. Wait, I'm blind. I wear glasses for a reason. You couldn't be a pilot.
Yeah, I'll give you 10 seconds to write this down. Does anyone need? Next thing, I will have some insight to what I would say like pre-YOTA, but the participants are a little younger than in YOTA. So now we will welcome here Martina, Oscar Kilo 2, Yankee Lima Queen from Czech Republic to tell about Kids on the Air activities. Please give her applause.
When you meet the video, just say it. Yeah, so, hello. Yeah, as Otava said, it's some kind of like pre-YOTA, and we actually call it KOTA, Kids on the Air. And the idea of Kids on the Air started in 2019 when we did some kind of like experiment on this regional camp in Czech Republic, when we tried to connect the smaller kids to the youngsters. And the kids were like super happy afterwards. We got so many like mails from the parents that they were satisfied. And I just remember that sitting there with the youth coordinator of Czech Republic, like, let's do something like Kids on the Air. Let's make KOTA, but for kids who are from age to 10 to 15. So then when they will grow up, they can represent us here on YOTA camps. For most of the kids, it's the first time they got to radio and amateur radio in general. Some of them, of course, have their parents from, ham radio communities, but some of them, they got no idea or maybe just like enjoy like electronics. So it's kind of not, we need to like take it in our mind when we are doing a program for them. I have like program example. We used this kind of program for every single KOTA camp, and we can say it works. We have it like it's a weekend also in Czech. We call it like a weekend of experience. And everything started Friday. So on Friday, we are try to learn the kids the Czech spelling alphabet. Some of them also the wiser one can learn the English one. But we are trying to have also some activities, and we are counting them. We not counting like you're the one, you're the 2, 3. We're like you're the Adam, you're the Božena, and yeah, that's in Czech, but you know like what I mean. And afterwards we have like, you know, what's ham spirit and this kind of presentations. And at the end, it's for most of them the first time to be on air as Oscar Lima won quota. On Saturdays, we are trying to get their knowledge of the spelling alphabet in the real world. And we are doing some workshops also about the RDF, JPOL, satellite operation, and everything. And after lunch, we also do like SOTA connected with RDF. So they just all got the RDF things on them, and we get them like, you need to go and find the one thing in the woods, and they need to go there. And this is how we connect it. Then we are using the SOTA station here. And also, we are doing the off-air contest. I mean, some of you like know it from the YOTA camps. And as some of you know, like who likes off-air contest on YOTA? Like who been there on YOTA off-air? It was fun, right? And the kids also like it so much. And we are still trying to like make this camp like useful for them. So then if they got into like radio club, they can like say, hey, I can do something. And we are just trying to like prepare them for the real amateur radio world. And on Saturday, we like the final is like PMR contest. It's not like the PMR contents we know. It's just like in the camp, we are trying, everyone gets the PMR. And we are using the knowledge from the off-air contest in the real world. And also what is nice to do, we got like a presentation from the start. It's just someone who probably be on some expedition on, is like someone who knows something more. Because, you know, the kids, when you're with them 3 days in a row, you're not on this like high position than you would be. So it's always nice to have someone who have been somewhere and the kids don't know him. Yeah, there's also some problems, like pros and cons you need to think when you're like trying to do the quota camp. I will start with like probably with the cons, because they're like much less than the pros. And it's like you need to think that there's bigger responsibilities, because nobody's worse than a mother who is angry. So it's like really big responsibility to like take care of the kids, and because some of them are not independent. The first when we started with the quota, we got the age of like 5, 6. It was worst idea, because the kids weren't able to like road. They were like crying that they want their mommy in the night, and it was like just a huge thing that we didn't like really think about. Like we know that there will be like some people who will get homesick, but not that much. And then we get with higher age, and now it's like 10, and I mean it's the best. Like you can go lower, but not for the first time. And the pros and cons. The kids have more time to have these kind of hobbies, because they don't have like too much homework, other activities. So it's easier for them to find time to do this stuff. It's also that the parents are more likely to support them financially. And like you also get them at the place where we need to, even it's like across the whole country, the parents will do it for the kids. And which is the biggest highlight is that they're more likely to continue and become part of the YOTA. That's what we are doing it right now. And I know that from the like quota camp, now we have like 2 or 3 people who got lessons this year. So I think that is really nice outcome. And now ask Otava to show you a video, and during the video you can like ask of some questions if you have one.
Next page is actually the poster.
Well, sorry. We're also planning one quota this year. It's gonna be in the next month, and it's gonna be the third quota. So yeah, you can. You won't be participated, I guess, but you can try to find us on the air.
Great. Anyone has any questions for Martina? You can come here.
Yes. So I wanted to ask two questions, but you can do two in one. How many kids were there, and especially how many organizer did you need for each kid? Like.
That's a good question. I'd say that it was like around 20 kids, like at each, like plus minus, and the organizers. I'd say like to really like organize the thing, you need like 6 to 7 like the main organizers. But we also got like some. For example, my dad, he just like came here and helped us with some like small stuff. Like he helped, but he didn't really need to get all the like, you know, all the meetings before. So this is like, I would say like 6 to 7, like the main organizers would be nice. Yeah.
About finances, how much did parents contribute versus how much it is for each kid?
You're asking for the price like for the kids? Like
Yeah, basically what the price is per kid, and then also did the parents contribute or did you get funding?
We got like 25 euros, like less, like 20 if I'm right. It's like 20 euros. And the parents pay for it, like for each kid. And then we also got like some sponsors. So I was like this, like 20 euros was just like for the, you know, like accommodation and like the basics. And then we got like some, like also the, you know, Czech Radio Club. And then we got so many sponsors, like not so many, but we got sponsors, which helped. Anyone else? Yeah?
I think I asked Martin already, and I kind of remember, but I would like to ask how many kids do you get involved on long term from like one of these camps? I mean long term, like how many kids will be, for example, members of the Český Radio Club?
It's actually really good like questions, because let's say that there are like probably half of the kids which are like still involved and they're like coming to the camp like regularly, or like more. I really think like like there wasn't that much kids, like much camps, but we also try to like get them involved in December YOTA month and other activities. So I would say like probably the half will stay and the other half will probably just came like 2 years later, because probably I would say like maybe the kids from the first one were like really too small. But I know that there's like probably like siblings, which the younger one wasn't able to come because of the age. I know that the younger one is really happy. So we like thinking that the next year, this year, probably both of them will come. And I also say it really depends on the parents, because I would say like when the parents are like closer to like electronics and this hobby, they will stay longer than just someone who will like meet it at the first time. So yeah. Another one?
Sorry, just to clarify. So actually half of the kids would be staying on long term.
Yeah.
With the radio club.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So what I understood from the presentation, that the kids themselves get some time on air, right?
Yeah.
So what is the legality of kids being on air, hardly even understanding or knowing the phonetic alphabet and stuff like that? Like what? Did you have to get some
educational purpose?
It varies country by country.
Yeah, it depends on the country.
Oh, so do you need to get? Do you usually need to get some papers for the kids?
Yeah, of course. Like we get it with the special call sign. With the special call sign, you also need to get to fill out all those paper. But there is always like they are not like operating by themselves. There's always someone with them. So it's not like two kids like on the radio without like knowing like the organizers. There's always someone with them. The only thing where like on the air by themselves is the PMR contest, but which always we also like say like there will be something like this that you need to come with that on this frequencies we will get the smaller kids, so like be nice to them. We are trying to be the Czech Radio Club try to like be made awareness of this PMR contest, so like when someone hears us they probably know that it's us, and they are trying to be like slower for the kids because they know it's kids. They're trying to make them more comfortable for them to enjoy it. Other question? Yeah?
Sorry, it just came to my mind. If you have this PMR contest, what kind of call signs are they using?
It's something like it's like just yeah, I think that at some point we used the QSL and QSO and this kind of thing, because we are also trying like make it all about ham radio. But for the like smaller one, they can only have like one the one word, one alphabet, like Oscar Kilo A or Oscar Kilo B if it's like the smaller one. But for the like younger, we are trying to use like Oscar Kilo QSO or QSL or this kind of like stuff.
So you are making a
Yeah, like it's like just for them to like feel like they're actually like on the real contest.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And I think everybody else.
Do you have, when you make QSOs, do you make it with another Czech station or also international? Because from my experiences, especially the younger kids, they are really shy when it also comes to speaking English, even though it's just some numbers.
They can speak it Slovak.
Yeah. Like if like I know that there are some like it happened that there were like someone in like English, but because there's always the someone with them, he absolutely like like say now it's my like please. I will tell for you, or we are trying like to say like what the kids should say. So we are trying like to lead them to the right answers and help them as much as we are like capable of. Yeah, but the main game is like only in like Czech and Slovak language for the kids. So like it's for most of them it's like the first time. So we don't want to be hard on them. We just want to like bring them the idea what this hobby is and what it can bring to their life. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Martina. So maybe in a few years we will have someone from Czech Republic in the YOTA camps who was previously on the Kako camps. We will see. So we have still some slides to go. First, why you should contribute to Train the Trainer? Well, Train the Trainer is established to share your ideas. So if your ideas are not shared, the mission is not accomplished. And remember that everyone, as I said before, can benefit from your ideas. So if you have anything, share it. Just like Martian and Audrey, yes. I tried to remember. Sorry, I'm bad with the names. And of course, we at Youth Working Group are interested to hear about your activities, and also we can try the best to help you if you encounter any problems. So, I have one idea for everyone. If you don't know how to get started, this is for you. Write a report from the summer camp. I actually challenge every one of you to write a report from the summer camp. Just like, how did it go? I have some ideas for you. You can, for example, like during camp, you can gather up daily experiences, ideas. What did you got? What did you share? Who did you speak? And send them to me after the camp. If you have no time during the camp, you can have overall experience after the camp. Send it to me. What did you learn? How will you adapt the things that you learned on the camps to your society? Those are some things that you could send to me. If I will get 24 reports from 24 DXECs next week, it will probably be the best week of this year, at least this year. I would be really glad to have that, and I will try to remind you on Friday on the closing trainer session also. Not this long page, 20 pages of paper, just like small summary. How did you like it? What would you like more maybe next year? Things like that. What if you have no ideas to share? You can use the ideas in your own country. So read the reports from the hamyota.com/TTT page. Find a good and useful idea. Maybe customize it to your needs. If you have something in your mind that you would like to change in the already having idea. And then use it in your own country. I can actually show you quickly what the Train the Trainer page look like, so you will know it. So pretty much this is the page. Here is the basic information about Train the Trainer, what it includes, what the reports include, how to submit them. Here you have a lot of resources. You have, for example, presentations from different countries. I can upload these presentations there. You can use them if you need them somehow, or you want to maybe see them later. You have report summaries, which is one new thing that will combine reports from different countries to like general things that are happening in countries, like what are the trends, and like that. Then, if you want to follow all your YOTA friends on social media and join their groups maybe, you can see here and check all the social media channels that we have. And if you see that your channel is missing from here, you can contact me with the email that you have here, and we will add you to the page. Then you will have all the individual reports here. You can see we can pick Germany, and here are all the reports that they have sent. You can read it here, see how they have answered the questions. Yeah, well, these are the COVID time reports, so no one rarely had something to do. So that's that. Then there will be pictures if the society answering the report has sent any pictures, and you can look at those also. The pictures will be also downloadable from here if they are given permission to do so. So this is about the Train the Trainer website. And now, before we go to the Train the Trainer, other Train the Trainer program that we will have during this camp, do you have anything to ask about train the trainer. You can also ask whenever during the camp. You can come to me and discuss with me anything that comes to your mind. Yes, that's what I thought. You can come to me later if you have anything. Tomorrow we will go to the island of Kirk, and we will have some kind of group work, making activity cards to be used. You will make these cards that have activity, everything that you need for the activity, how much time does it take, etc. And you will make these cards in the group. So after the camp, you have at least 8 useful ideas that you can benefit from in your own country. On Tuesday, we will have 2 interesting presentations by the participants of this camp. We will have Team 9 Alpha telling about Croatian YOTA activities, and we will have Team Italy telling about organizing contests for youngsters and other aspects that relate to it. On Wednesday, you will also, everyone, have a chance to present your activity card idea to everyone. And the activity cards after that will be downloadable later from the YOTA website for you to use in your own society. But more on that later tomorrow when we get into the Kirk Island. On Thursday, we will again have more presentations. We will have organizing national YOTA activities by Team Serbia. Then we will have a little presentation about scouts and their potential to ham radio by Team Finland. And online platform for presentation by Team Japan. So presentation about presentations, that's fun. Then Team Algeria will tell you about broadening the scope of hobby for youngsters. This is an idea that is, I think, really good, but it's hard to explain, so you will hear more from Mohammed on Thursday about that. Then Friday, we will have the closing session. We will have one more presentation about social media for ham radio, which is delivered by you from our Region 1 Youth Working Group by Vilma, OS2 Victor Tango. And then we will also have a recap of things, what we have learned of the camps, and how to start being active in your own country. Now, here are a few things that we would like your input on during the camp. First is that YOTA 2020 will have daily blog posts uploaded to hamyota.com webpage. The first blog post is already on the webpage if you want to read it, or you want maybe share it to your society so they can see what you have been up to in the camp. But we would also like to share all of your experiences from the camp. So if you think that you have something to say, something that you experienced here that you want to share to everyone, what you learned, write a short blog post. It doesn't have to be a long one, but something that we can implement to our like bigger blog post. And then send it to the peer at ham-yota.com address, and we will we will have the blog post on our blog post, and you can see that you shared the story of your YOTA Camp Day among all the other youngsters. So this is for every day. You can do this every day, and yeah. And I hope that I will get at least some teams interested to tell shortly about what they have thought of the day of activities in YOTA Camp. Also, here you can send us your pictures from the camp to be downloaded by the other teams. So be aware if you're sending some pictures there, the pictures will be in a way that they can be downloaded from the page by everyone that visits the page. So you can have here the QR code. I will give you some time for it, so take it now if you want it. And also we can send you the link later on, but there's the bit.ly link that is like pretty much to the Train the Trainer upload page, but it will make this be good for this thing also. I will wait till I see no cameras anymore. This is the end of this session. Next thing, what you have is probably dinner. I hope it's all right on time. It's already here. That's good. That's good. I think 4 minutes more. Oh yes. First photos from the latest day, or yesterday, the arriving day, are now on YOTA website in the gallery. You can see them and you can download them here, from there to share to all your families and societies and wherever you want. But thank you for your interest. We will see you at tomorrow in Kirk Island. And if is there some questions still? No? Yes? No, not any questions. I thank you for your time and have a nice dinner and don't eat too much so you can eat an international good evening as well. Thank you.